Okay, people. So self-help or self-improvement, as we can say it, is a self-guided improvement economically, intellectually, or emotionally, often with a substantial psychological basis. Many different self help groupings exist, and each has its own focus, techniques, associated beliefs, proponents, and in some cases, leaders. In the self help culture, we have gurus. I do not know if you have ever heard about Jason Stone. Have anybody heard about Jason Stone, Christy Stone, Jason Stone? Anybody? No, nobody has ever heard about. Okay, all right. So he is this guy. Let's say he's an entrepreneur. He wasn't a very rich man. He wasn't a very wealthy man, but he was an entrepreneur. He managed to amass a lot of wealth through Instagram, through online businesses, through Amazon, and now he has a network of businesses where he earns a filthy amount of money, to say it in a crude language. He earns a filthy amount of money. He is also training a lot of people around the world. I am also the part of his team. Okay, but not in a sense that I'm earning anything, just a part of his team. That he is teaching all the people around how to earn money through online businesses. Okay, you haven't heard of Annie Stone. So this Jason Stone is one guy who is a guru in self-help culture. In a self-help culture in today's world, we have goals and commitments. What is self-help culture in today's world? It is based on commitments and goals. In this period of time, I have to earn this kind of money. In this period of time, I have to lose this kind of weight. In this period of time, I have to become this rich. Those kind of goals and commitments. Materialistic goals and commitment. I have to lose weight. I have to look good. I have to be a model. I have to be wealthy. I have to earn this. I have to earn that. I have to be an owner of this thing. I have to start this kind of business. So it's this and that every moment. This is the modern self-help culture. There are people who are from humble beginnings. By humble beginnings, I mean that they have never been, that they were not, never from a rich background. Their parents weren't rich. Their friend circle is not rich. Their education was an elite. They did not have many means to climb the social ladder. And now they are doing it by improving themselves, by acquiring some skills, soft skills of communication, of economics, of this kind of stuff. And through that, they are escalating, they are climbing up the social ladder and becoming rich. So this self-help culture where you people, while the common people, the not so rich people backgrounds people, they are trying to improve themselves to earn money, to respect a respectful position in the world. This is what self-help culture. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Yes. Okay.
Is it louder? Little
Okay.
bit louder,
Okay.
ma'am. I can't hear you
Sure.
properly.
Sure. Sure. I will try to be louder as much as possible. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you Zena for pointing it out. These girls are waiting. When I start teaching, it's just I forget everything else. Okay, people. So this is the self-help culture or self-help empire of today's world. I have two questions for all of you. I would like at least four or five people to answer these. First question is: have you ever dreamt of being wealthy? Do you ever dream that you will become wealthy someday? You will own a mansion, if not a mansion, a bungalow, and a sports car every day. Okay, Kashrif. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the ladies? Okay, okay, okay. What about other people? All right, all right, all right. All of you dream of being wealthy one day. Okay. What job or business do you see yourself doing as a rich man or woman? What is your vision? Everybody dreams of being wealthy, but what is your vision? What you will be doing in order to become wealthy? What is your line of business? Okay, Vadhiri. All right. Construction business. A
Businessman.
cricketer.
Businessman, I mean,
What kind? That's what I'm
to
asking.
be
What kind of business?
mm, what kind of business?
Exactly. This is a problem. A lot of people want to get wealthy, but they do not really know what to do. CSS officer. Okay, import export. Okay, this is business. Huh? Opening a school, teaching. Teaching is not a very profitable profession. You don't earn much. You give a lot, but you don't earn much. A professor, Zainab. Okay, I hope that all of your dreams come true. All right, the people who are saying that they want to enter into import export business, or or I guess a lecturer. Okay, you are all right. Commissioner of Jamshore. Okay, Mukaddas. I hope that your dream comes true. Okay, so Atazar said that he would like to become an export import businessman. Atazar, how do you manage? How do you dream? How do you think to manage that? We have a lot of competition in business market. We have a lot of competition. The people who are thinking to start a business, dealing with some kind of import, export, or sales, there's a lot of competition. How are you going to manage that? In Pakistan, how do you manage to become rich as a man or woman with humble beginnings? Okay, this is us. Okay. Okay, I hope that your dream gets true. Why I'm asking this question from all of you people? Because you are the youth of Pakistan and aspiring people. Okay, so this book, what you are going to read today, this novel, How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia, is a mock self-help book. We will see how he has titled his chapters and how he is mocking this culture and how he is laying bare the economic, the political, the social, the cultural reality of Pakistan. And it is going to be shocking. We will meet new people, except the protagonist and the pretty girl. We will meet new people in every chapter. And they will be telling you how Pakistani society is structured, how we are morally depraved, what kind of business goes around, how to become actually rich in rising Asia. How can this be possible? This book is all going to be about how to get rich, but sarcastically, not really. I hope that somehow it is clear. This is going to be a formidable task, and if I lapse somewhere, I would like your help. Okay, Jangir. Competition makes men strong, and by through this think we can learn many things. Indeed, but you do not know what kind of a bloody business this business is. Becoming rich is bloody. Okay, people. This question answered. Come on to the next question. Have you ever came across a self-help book? Did you ever come across? Have you ever came across a self-help book? Have you ever seen or read a self-help book? Okay, Kashif, can you tell me the name of it? Oh, yes. 7 Habits of Highly Effective
7 Habits.
Team. Seven
It
Habits of
is
Highly.
great. I just read that's great book.
Okay. So what it is talking about in general? What did it talk about in general?
Talk about
What was the
habits.
theme of the book?
This book has been.
Yes, Mahin, you were saying something. Zainab, you are raising your hand. What was the theme of the book? Kashif, would you like to say something?
Yes, it has to be. You guys can have
If you are reading Mahin, you can do it but with your mic closed.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, the last 24 hours I have read. Okay. Okay. Without novel, ma'am. Okay. Which, all right, people. All right. So I guess you have some kind of idea what a self-help book is, and you have came across at least one book. Okay, Seven Habits of Highly Effective Teens or People and all that. So the major theme of this book is self-improvement. How can you become highly productive person? This is the main theme of all of these books, isn't it?
Yes,
It gives
ma'am.
you steps
Yes,
in
ma'am.
becoming a better human being,
Yes.
give you tips on becoming a better businesswoman or man. This is what their major theme is. This is how the self-help culture operates.
Yes.
But this book is going to talk about how stupid all of those notions are. This material notions of becoming rich and all that. Okay, I guess this part is clear. Let's move on. This book is all going to be all about on a satirical tone. The book is set in an unknown country and it is mocking the famous and fabulous culture of self-help and becoming rich. It depends on how you plan. Alim, it's not that simple. When you are in an ocean with big fish in it, tycoons, multinational companies, ruthless businessmen, bureaucrats, politicians, it's not that easy. You have competition, you have violent people, you have drawbacks, you have setbacks, you have people who you cannot trust, you have people who you can trust, and then they are simple. There's a lot of problems. Customs, duty, taxes, there is a lot of problems. Hard working. The self help culture is not about working hard. The self help culture is about working smart. It tells you to become rich by shortcuts. It tells you to become rich quickly. It does not talk about working hard, it talks about working smart. So this is the difference between, getting born into it is not easy to become rich because you already have a lot of competition. So these books, this culture is all about teaching you some skills which can make you very rich in a short period of time and then without a lot of hard work, without some smart work. And that smart work involves a degree of cunning, involves a degree of violence, involves a degree of deceit, involves a degree of badness if you may. So these kind of self-help books are not simply a simple business or they are not about hard work. They talk about deceit. They talk about deceiving people. They talk about earning your money with somewhat creating some kind of deception there. Okay. All right. You people are very young right now. You do not understand much about this business, but still thank you so much for your responses. You will learn a lot through this book. It's an amazing book, and let's dive into it. The introduction is done. You know what self help is about. What is self help? What is this culture we are talking about? We have studied about, read about something about the author, and let's talk about the book now. Is it clear, people? The self help culture and all that? Or do you want me to repeat or say something more about it? Or would you like to add something? Okay, all right, people. Am I going too slow? I am trying to speak louder, but I have a splitting headache right now. So, did I actually started the recording? Yes, yes. Okay. Am I going too slow? Should I speed up? Let's speed up. I think I'm going too slow. Okay, the normal speed. All right, people. So you have read at least one book, at least one self-help book. There are some titles of self-help books. Look at these titles: The Seven Habits of Effective People, Think and Grow Rich. See the title? Look at this: The Attention Revolution, Unlocking the Power of the Focused Mind. Again, it is trying to improve you. How to win friends and influence people. The power of now, thinking fast and slow. You can win. Brain Rules, 12 Principles of Surviving and Thriving at Work, Home, and School. All of these books are talking about one thing: self improvement, to become better at what you do. Business, school, life, whatever you are doing, You become good by reading these books. So these books will teach you how to be a better person. Pay attention to these titles because it is important. Now, think about the title of our book, of our novel, How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia. Do you see any resemblance? Do you see any kind of, let's say, a connection between the title of these books and our novel? Just take a minute or two, think about it. Okay, Atazaz, what is the connection you see between these books' title and our novel's title? You can unmute your mic if you want to talk, either, or you can write your answer in the chat box, whatever suits you. Shazib, I'm saying that if you find a connection between these titles of self-help books and our title of our novel and the title of our novel, can you explain if you have found any connection? He is particularly indicating towards Asia. Okay. Okay. Yes, Faiza. Yes. Okay, good. They're all connected to intellectual properties or improving intellectual or economical properties. Okay, good, Atazaz. Exactly. Exactly. You can see a very clear connection between the novel title and the title of all these books. They're all talking about one thing: improvement. How to get filthy rich in rising Asia. It means it looks like that if you open the book, the writer is going to give you some tips on earning quick, maybe illegal, but quick money. Filthy rich means that you are going to get really filthy rich. Filthy rich is a lot of money. It's a lot of wealth. Exactly, Jangir. Thank you so much for pointing it out. Through this title, Jangir is telling us that through this title, he's showing that how can I live a prosperous life by yourself or by myself. Okay, so again, it is very clear that this book is going to talk about how to earn a lot of money. Let's see how much it is going to talk about that. So the title, we have already talked about it. We are already nearing this 30-minute very